Hello, everyone. Welcome to the third episode of my Ask Me Anything podcast. Every month, I collect pressing questions about growing and monetizing a newsletter on Substack, and I answer them here. If you want to have your question answered, reach out to me in the chat or post it here, link below. So, let's do this. Question number 1. How many free subscribers to make the 2K figure, the $1 million or, well, $2,000 question? And the answer, it depends. But let's break it down. Let's say you're rolling with Substack's low average conversion rate, 5%, which honestly isn't great, but also not disastrous. That means for every 100 free subscribers, 5 will go paid. So to hit $2,000 per month, you'd need around 40,000 free subscribers, assuming your paid tier is $5 per month, which I believe is the standard average. Now, let's say you're a little more strategic. You build trust, deliver killer content, and get to 10% conversion, which is the high average for Substack. Now you only need 20,000 free subscribers to get to that 2,000 per month. And if you're playing the game really well, I've seen Substacks convert at 18%. That means around 11,000 free subscribers could get you to 2,000. But here's the thing, it's not just a numbers game. Having a massive free list doesn't mean anything if those people don't actually care about your writing or content in general. What you do with those subscribers, that's what matters most. It's about how you engage with them, the kind of value you deliver, how you move them down the funnel. That's what determines your conversion. So instead of obsessing over hitting 40K, focus on your content, warming up your audience, and optimizing for conversion, because a small engaged audience will always outperform a big indifferent one. To summarize, 5% conversion equals 40,000 free subs. 10% conversion equals 20,000 free subs, 20% conversion equals 10,000 free subs. And none of it matters if your audience isn't engaged and ready to buy. It's not about numbers, it's about strategy. I run a monthly challenge on Notes. It's all about how to grow a monetizable audience, not just a list of emails, but a strong community that you can monetize multiple times. Make sure to check my Notes 30 smallest monthly challenge at yana-g-y.com. Question number 2. How to get 2,000 paying subs? Before I say anything, know that this takes time. A year or two, depends on your growth rates. Here's how to get there. First, make sure you have an irresistible offer, one that feels stupid not to buy. You need more than just good writing, you need a reason for people to pay. Ask yourself, what's in it for them? What problem do you solve? What exclusive value do paying subscribers get? If your paid content is just more of the same, people will stay free forever. An irresistible offer is perceived based on the ratio between value and price. Look at your subscribe page, that's your offer. Do you feel you must buy this? If not, simply increase the value and lower the price. I run a dedicated column named Right to Sell. I've published a detailed step-by-step guide how to build an irresistible Substack offer, how and where to present it, and how to make sure it converts. Go to yana-g-y.com to check it out. Once your offer is done, go all in on Notes and engagement. Think of Substack Notes as your growth engine. Post daily, share insights, hot takes, behind the scenes, whatever keeps you visible. Engage. Comment on other people's notes, support other writers. Visibility means growth. Recommendations, subscribe and recommend others. Some will recommend back. It's the easiest way to grow on autopilot. The more engaged free subscribers, the more chances to convert them. The next thing you want to do is to post paywalled content more often. The more you publish high quality, high value paywalled content, the more you remind people why they should upgrade. No paywalled content, no urgency to pay. Publish consistently, you create FOMO. People need a reason to go paid today, not someday. Finally, you need to educate and promote your paid plan. This part, most people screw it up. If you're not regularly talking about your paid plan, people forget it exists. If you're not showing what's behind the paywall, they won't know why it's worth it. If you don't remind them how it will benefit them, they'll never hit subscribe. Make your paid offer part of the conversation, not an afterthought. I have a 6.5% free to paid subscribers conversion rate. My Substack system in a nutshell contains of 1. Great offer. This makes paying a no-brainer. Do. Notes plus engagement. This grows free subs organically. 3. More paywalled content. This creates demand. 4. Educate and promote. This closes the deal. Now go to yana-g-y.com to check out the right to sell column and kickstart your paid subs growth. Question number 3. How much paywalled content versus free? Short answer, more paywalled content equals more money. Period. Every time you send an email, you make money. More emails, more chances to convert. More paywalled content, more urgency to subscribe. I've seen Substacks go 100% paywalled and their conversion rates skyrocket. Why? Because people don't pay for what's already free. If they want in, they have to subscribe. But here's the balance. If you're just starting out, you need free content to attract and warm up readers. If you already have an audience, go heavy on paywalls, don't wait. Do both simultaneously. How? By paywalling smart. Leave enough free content to educate what's behind the paywall, and then lock the most juicy part, the tangible stuff, your gems, your true expertise. You're not running a charity. If your goal is monetization, lean toward more paywalled content. More scarcity equals more conversions. And make sure you go to yana-g-y.com to check out the right to sell column and kickstart your paid subs growth. I cover all this in detail there. Question number 4. How you convert free subscribers into paying ones. Any tips or strategies you found effective? Okay, let's get you some tactics. Here's my system that works. First, interact with the right people. Not all engagement is created equal. Stop wasting time commenting on random Substacks that have nothing to do with your niche. Instead, engage with people who are likely to be interested in your work. Show up in notes, comments, and recommendations where potential paying subscribers hang out. Make yourself visible in the right conversations. More visibility equals more interested subscribers equals higher conversions. Second, create content around your paid offer everywhere. Selling isn't just here by my thing, it's baking your offer into everything you do. Notes. Tease your paywalled content. Posts. Mention what's behind the paywall. Comments. Drop value that makes people curious about what else you offer. Don't promote your offer. Demonstrate your value. Third, upgrade messages everywhere. Call to actions. Matter. You know where most writers screw up? They don't tell people how to upgrade. Where to put upgrade messages? Welcome page, subscribe page, email headers and footers, posts, CTAs, paywalls, everywhere you can. Basically, if you're not selling, you're not converting. And no, that doesn't mean being annoying. It means clearly stating the value of upgrading without begging for it. Fourth, make your offer a no-brainer. Nobody subscribes just to support your work. They pay because the value outweighs the cost. I already talked about how to make your offer irresistible. Make sure you also check my right to sell column at yana-g-y.com. If your offer is great, conversions happen naturally. Fifth, deliver value regularly. Once per week is not enough. Here's the truth. If you post once a week and expect people to pay, good luck. Free subscribers forget you exist if you don't show up often. Paid subscribers need to feel like they're getting consistent value. Posting frequently, including paywalled content, increases conversions. I aim to post daily or every other day. My paywalled content is a big part of that. If you're serious about conversions, you need to be visible often. Sixth, Dedicate space to conversion-focused content, like my dedicated column called Write to Sell, where I talk about how to convert more, why you need this. People need to see your expertise. People need to trust you before they buy. People need reminders that your paid content exists. Bottom line, conversions don't happen by accident. Engage with the right audience. Sell in every piece of content without being annoying. Make your offer too good to ignore. Deliver so much value that people feel dumb not subscribing. Make it often. Make it visible. Do this consistently, and free subscribers will turn into paying ones. And make sure you go to yana-g-y.com to check out the Right to Sell column for more on this topic. Question number 5. From the beginning, my goal was to focus on free subscribers and attract as many as possible. That part has worked, but now I'm struggling to convert them to paid. If I write more for paid subscribers, no one can read it, and posting it elsewhere isn't an option. But if everything is free, no one has an incentive to pay voluntarily. So now I feel stuck in this dilemma, even though my primary focus remains on growing my free subscriber base. Do you have any general advice for me on this? You're not stuck. You're just looking at it wrong. You're not in a dilemma. You're just believing a false thing. It's not either grow free subscribers or convert them. It's both grow free subscribers and convert them. Here's how Substack actually works. 1. You grow free subscribers from notes, engagement, and recommendations. 2. You convert those subscribers by delivering value behind the paywall. That's it. There's no conflict between the two. So what's the fix? Step 1. Keep doing what's working for growth. If you're successfully growing free subscribers, don't stop. Notes, recommendations, and engagement are the engines of your free list. Keep them running. Step 2. Stop thinking of paywalled content as invisible. The biggest mistake I see. Writers assuming that if something is behind the paywall, it won't drive free subscribers. Flip that mindset. Tease the value. Show a snippet of your paywalled content above the paywall, also in your free posts and notes. Talk about your paid content everywhere. If people don't know what they're missing, why would they pay? Remind people often. It's not enough to mention your paid plan once. Make it a regular part of your messaging. Step 3. Use free content to drive paid conversions. Write notes and posts that highlight a problem. And the paywalled content provides the solutions. Publish bridge content. Example, a free post that's valuable on its own but naturally leads into the deeper paywalled content. Have clear call to actions in every email. If you're not directly asking people to upgrade, you're leaving money on the table. Step 4. Paywall more, a lot more. Look, if everything is free, why would anyone pay? If you post weekly, I believe at least 50% should be paywalled. If you post more often, lean even harder into paid. The goal, make free subscribers feel like they're missing out. Free subscribers don't convert themselves. You already know how to grow your audience. Now just start leading them toward paying. More paywalled content equals more conversions. More talking about the value behind the paywall equals more conversions. More call to actions equals more conversions. Do these things and you'll stop feeling stuck and start making money. And make sure you go to yana-g-y.com to check out the Right to Sell column for more on this topic. Question number 6. What type of content is good for Substack? The real question is, what do you want to make money with? Because content isn't random, it's strategic. If you're just throwing out content and hoping something sticks, you're playing Substack on hard mode. Here's how I do this. First, define what you want to make money with. Are you selling a paid newsletter? Do you want to offer coaching, consulting, or a course? Are you building a personal brand that will open doors? The answer to this decides what kind of content you should create. Next, who are your readers? Who do you want subscribing? What are they struggling with? Why would they pay you? If you can't answer that, your content is going to feel aimless. Finally, what problems can you solve for them? Your content should do one of 3 things. Teach something valuable, solve a real problem, Entertain in a way that builds connection. People don't pay for nice to have content. They pay for content that makes their lives better. The best Substack content isn't just about writing, it's about results and outcomes. Once you have your monetization, audience, value, connection covered, here's how content fits in. Use free content to build awareness and trust. It helps attract new readers. It builds credibility. It shows why you're worth following. Use paywalled content to deep value and conversions. It gives insider access. It solves bigger problems for your audience. It creates scarcity and exclusivity. Fear of missing out equals conversions. To wrap it up, start with the money, then build the content around it. Decide what you're selling, figure out who needs it, create content that makes them want to pay. Substack isn't about what content works, it's about what content makes your audience want to pay you. Question number 7. Should I enable payments from the start? Yes, if you actually want to make money. Monetization isn't an afterthought. It's a strategy you begin with. Most people think they should build an audience first and monetize later, but that's where they go wrong. Why? Because if you grow your list without a clear offer, you might end up attracting the wrong audience. People who will never pay. Then when you finally decide to launch a paid offer, you struggle. How to get it right from the start. 1. Define your offer first. What are you charging for? What's behind the paywall? Why would someone pay for it? 2. Attract the right audience. Who do you want subscribing? What problem do they have? How does your paid content solve that problem? 3. Enable payments from day one. If you already know what you're offering and who you're targeting, why wait? Even if your first subscribers don't convert immediately, you're training your audience to expect a paid option. The real mistake, growing without a monetization strategy. Some writers grow a big free list and think they'll figure out payments later, but when that moment comes, they realize, they have subscribers who never intended to pay. They've spent months or years attracting the wrong people. They're now stuck trying to shift their audience's expectations. That's why it's better to be clear from the start. Want to keep your newsletter free for now? Fine. But at least have your offer ready. That way, when you do decide to monetize, you'll have the right people on your list, people who actually want to pay for your content. Question number 8. How do you structure your paid offer? Most writers overcomplicate this. The truth, a great paid offer is simple. Solve a painful problem and deliver a highly desired outcome for a well-defined audience in a way that makes paying a no-brainer. That's it. I'm gonna break it down a bit. Step 1. Define the core problem. You solve people don't pay for more content, they pay for a solution. Ask yourself, what's the biggest struggle my audience has? What do they wish someone would help them with? How does my paid content make their life better? If you can't answer that, your offer won't convert. Step 2. Make it tangible. Vague promises don't sell. Clear, specific outcomes do. If you can't explain what subscribers get and why it matters, they won't pay. Step 3. Choose the right paywall strategy. There are a few ways to structure your paid content on the premium edition. Free subscribers get short, high-level insights. Paid subscribers get full, in-depth breakdowns, templates, or step-by-step guidance. To the exclusive vault, free subscribers get regular posts. Paid subscribers get access to a library of resources, templates, or a special content series. 3. The behind-the-scenes model. Free subscribers see the what, big ideas. Paid subscribers get the how, processes, details, strategies. Pick the model that fits your audience best. Step 4. Price it right. For most writers, $5 to $8 a month is the sweet spot. But price is secondary to value. Now, if people feel like they're getting 10 times the value of what they're paying, price doesn't matter. Step 5. Sell it everywhere. A great offer doesn't sell itself. You have to. Mention it in every post without being annoying. Use upgrade call to actions in your emails, welcome page, and footers. Talk about it in notes and comments. If people don't know what's behind the paywall and why it's worth paying for, they won't subscribe. A structured paid offer isn't just more content, it's a clear, valuable upgrade that solves a real problem. Get this right, and conversions will follow. I've covered this in details in my Right to Sell column. Question number 9. When do I start paywalling? Immediately after you have something to sell. Forget the idea that you need 1,000 plus subscribers before paywalling. That's a myth. It's not about audience size, it's about value. The only question that matters, if someone pays you today, do they get something valuable immediately? If the answer is yes, start paywalling. If the answer is no, don't worry about growing free subscribers, worry about creating a paid offer worth buying. Question number 10. How to increase conversion rate? If you're already converting, meaning people are upgrading to paid, then you don't need a brand new strategy. You need to optimize what's already working. Here's the 3-step framework I use to increase conversions. 1. Do better from what works. Optimize your existing strategy. Look at what's converting best. What type of content gets people to upgrade? What posts drive the most paid signups? Make it even stronger. If a certain paywalled format is working, refine it. If your CTAs are working, tweak them to be even more persuasive. 2. Do more of what works. Increase frequency and visibility. Post paywalled content more often. If one paywalled post per week converts well, what happens when you publish 2? Promote the paid offer in more places. Mention your paid plan in notes, free posts, email footers, and comments. Example, if your last paragraph CTA works, add subtle upgrade nudges earlier in the post too. 3. Do new things connected to what works. Expand the winning formula. Introduce variations of your most successful content. If your paid insider strategy posts are converting, could you add a case study series? Add new content on top of it. Look for what's connected but new. Example, if your weekly deep dive is converting, test a premium Q&A or members-only discussion thread. Conversion is an intentional action. Most people think conversions just happen. They don't. To increase conversion, be strategic. Double down on what works. Do it more frequently. Expand into related formats. Small tweaks deliver the big results. And with that, let's finish for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. See you next time. And remember to check out yana-g-y.com for more like this.